Hello everyone, and today I will once again be making a rather strange video. Thanks to the success of my previous indie video, I will be making another one. Once again, like the last video, I'll be keeping a point system, and if you like this video, be sure to leave a like and I will make more. Today, we will be doing North Korea versus South Korea. Leave a comment on who you think will win and who you want me to feature in the next episode. Let's get started. So firstly, let's compare the gross domestic product per capita of the two countries. North Korea has a GDP per capita of $1,700 Meanwhile, South Korea is at $39,400 The South by far beats the North in terms of wealth. We will also compare the number of billionaires in each country. South Korea is the 11th highest in the world with 58 billionaires, joint with France. Meanwhile, in North Korea, we have the one and only Notorious Kim, who is the only billionaire in the country with a net worth of $5 billion. Put in perspective, the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, has a net worth of $3.1 billion. However, does this wealth translate into a longer life? The average life expectancy, including both males and females in North Korea, is 69.9 years of age. That is 12.5 years shy of the South's total, which is the age of 81.4. Once again, South Korea has earned this point. Next is the Human Development Index, which considers all of the previously mentioned factors, including GDP per capita, life expectancy, and education. This is on a scale of 0 to 1, with 0 being the worst and 1 being the best. South Korea ranks in at 0.901, and as no surprise, the North trails behind at 0.733. The next round is internet usage. In South Korea, 92.72% of people use the internet, an exceptional figure. North Korea are close behind with less than 0.1% of people having access to the internet. This is only 92.71% behind the South. A bonus points for viewers at home who correctly guessed the winner of this round. A good measure of development is healthcare, more specifically the infant mortality rates per 1,000 births. The North has 22.3 deaths, whereas the South has just 3. This is very impressive as the United Kingdom and the United States trail behind at 4.3 and 6.5 deaths per 1,000. Southerners receive this point. One of the most important things when comparing countries is to compare their cuisine. As you can see, this is what a normal meal in the South would look like, and this is what a normal meal in the North would look like. As you can see, for most, it is down to personal preference, so both countries will receive a point this time. Moving on, it is important to know that North and South Korea are technically still at war, but under a ceasefire, officially named the Korean Armistice Agreement. As you might have guessed, we will be comparing the militaries of each country. To start, on the ground, the South will be massively outnumbered by the North. This is because the North Korean army has over 1 million troops, compared to South Korea's 522,000. Once again, the North will receive a point. Once again on the ground, the North has the advantage, with 3,500 tanks, compared to South Korea's 2,414 tanks, although North Korean tanks are much more likely to be older and based upon the designs of the Soviet Union. Nevertheless, the North is still getting the point. With artillery pieces and submarines, the North once again beats the South in sheer numbers. However, the South has many more frigates and destroyers. Their naval advantage gives them these points. In the air, however, the figures may seem close, but like most things, North Korea is notorious for having old Soviet aircraft. The South wins this point. Looking at military spending compared to the percentage of the GDP completely changes the scene. It is evident that South Korea spends just over 3 times that of North Korea on their military. This amounts to only 2.8% of their GDP, whereas North Korea spends the huge percentage of 22.3% on their military. The North is clearly much more determined to have a strong military. However, the South wins here because of the incredibly large amount of money spent. Hopefully this never happens, but in a war scenario, alloys would be absolutely crucial to ensure the victory of a nation. North Korea has two main allies, this is China and Russia, with China being their closest ally. On the other hand, South Korea has the USA, Japan and most of Europe to their side. This would be very advantageous to them. The South wins again because of this. Lastly, we have nuclear weapons.
3, 2, 1, 0.
It is well known that North Korea are pursuing nuclear weapons, as they were the first nation to ever withdraw from the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons. Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un has accelerated the nuclear program to the point where it is now believed that they have developed intercontinental ballistic missiles capable of reaching the west coast of the USA. However, it is unknown how many nuclear weapons they possess. On the contrary, South Korea is protected underneath the huge nuclear arsenal of the USA. However, since South Korea don't have any nuclear weapons of their own, we will give both countries a point. So that's just about it. Remember, this video is simply about statistics, and I do not intend to offend anyone. Anyway, if you want to see more of these videos, please feel free to suggest your own ideas in the comments. And if you like this video, please be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.